All right, welcome in everyone. We are going to see what Spirit wants you to know today. All right, so this message has to do with a soulmate of yours, okay? We have all types of soulmates. Doesn't have to be romantic. It can be, but like I said, it does not have to be, okay? I mean, even our pets are soulmates. So take, this as it resonates for you. But this reading and this message does have to do with a soulmate connection. All right. The number 41 might be significant as well. All right. So with by the book here, I am feeling like maybe this soulmate of yours has been trying to live by the book. Maybe this person has been trying to live the way they felt they should have, or quote unquote should have. Maybe this person, and I'm starting to get a hot flash. So yeah, I'm definitely channeling. I mean, this is, okay. So this person, I feel like they were living or had been living the way either their family wanted them to live for some of them. They and their decisions, reflected that. I feel like this person could have been living by what they felt society type standards were, okay? This person was trying to live the way they felt that they, quote unquote, should be living, okay? So whether they wanted to live this way or not, and for a lot of them, I feel like they didn't want to live this way. But unfortunately, they felt for some reason that this is the way it has to be, and I just need to suck it up and deal with it. Okay. Now this could be you, but I'm feeling for a lot of you that this is someone that, maybe you have this a soulmate type connection with. Okay. Whether they're in your life or not. It could also be that, maybe for some of you that this soulmate connection, that you try to do things by the book, and maybe you try to handle things the way, you felt that things needed to be handled, or, the certain actions that should be taken, and maybe things needed to be more flexible. Okay, that might just be for one or two of you, but for the majority of you, I'm feeling that it is someone that is a soulmate to you who has been living a life that they felt was the, correct way. And I feel like it's not really doing them and not doing well for them. It's not serving them. Okay. The number 11 might be significant as well. And then, as far as other things here on the card, I mean, maybe cards, we've got penguins that might be significant for some of you, elephants as well. Okay. But the thing is, with no place like home, this card talks about being your authentic self. Okay. Sometimes it feels like not fitting in anywhere. So, maybe both of those could resonate with this, because if this person, especially if you resonate with it, with being this person, a soulmate that was living a life that they felt they had to live. Okay. Maybe to please others, maybe for all sorts of reasons. Maybe societal expectations, family expectations, whatever the case. This person, maybe they never felt like they actually fit in anywhere. So they felt like they couldn't be themselves, that nobody would like their authentic self. So they live behind a mask, and they just try to do things the way, other people think that they should live. Okay. But yeah, this person, they might struggle with being authentic. Okay. The number 50 might be significant as well. So the message here is that Spirit really wants this person to start manifesting a different life for themselves. Okay. Co-creating with the divine and the universe and their guides, their ancestors. Okay. I feel like this person is being nudged spiritually, and intuitively. For some of them, maybe a lot of them actually, they're getting messages in their dream state about this, and they could be resisting because they just feel that it's so different from the way they've lived their life. okay, up until now. But yeah, the universe really wants this person to start co-creating, with the divine for a life that is more authentic and fitting for themselves. Okay, the number 40 might be significant. They also have an owl and looks like a cheetah. So, owls are very wise. Cheetahs are very fast. So, I feel like spirit, and I just got chills. Spirit, gosh, I'm going from hot flashes to chills. Spirit is basically saying that this person they're trying to give this person some wisdom, okay, about moving things forward in their life. And I feel like if this person actually does decide to finally start manifesting better for themselves, and a different life, for them to be more authentic and be more their real selves, that things will progress really quickly for this person. Okay. The thing is, you might be getting a message from them about this. Okay. Maybe they see that you have been in your authentic energy. Maybe they see that you're healing and you've, been more, yourself, and you just don't care about what society or other people think, as long as you are true to yourself. And they see how much happiness and peace it's brought you, and they might want to ask how you did it. Okay, they might ask for help too, but you will most likely be getting a message here from this person. Okay, so just be aware of that. So the number 15 might also be significant. Okay. So let's see here. I'm trying to think of where to go next. All right, so we're going to try to clarify here with tarot and see what spirit wants us to know about this person, this situation, what to expect here. All right. I'm having difficulty shuffling. I don't know. All right, Spirit, who is this person, and how will the collective know who this is? Now, for a lot of you, you already have an idea of who this person already is, but for some of you, maybe it's more than one person and you're just trying to figure out who. So it's either someone that you have either walked away from or they walked away from you. This person, so you can be in separation from this person, or maybe you just pulled your energy back. Okay, so maybe this person, you and this person, were a little closer in the past, and one of you walked away from the other. Okay, it is someone that you do have a deep soul connection with. All right, for a lot of you, the Lovers is also about a decision, but the Lovers is also about a deep love. Okay, so this person, could be, and, in another situation that they don't want to be in. This person could be living a life with another partner that they don't want to be with because other people feel that they should, or they're expected to stay there. Okay, and Spirit is really trying to get this person to understand they need to be authentic. Okay, so it's possible that you saw through all this and maybe you walked away. Okay, maybe they walked away from you, like I said, for some of you, but I feel like there could have been a decision that needed to be made. Okay, in the past, could be a decision in the future or in the current for some of you. But I feel like it does, or it could for a lot of you, have to do with love. Okay, this person could, be an air sign here with the King of Swords. Male or female, doesn't matter the gender. But yeah, this person could be more in their head space, not in their heart space. This person could be very detached and cold at times. This person could be, like I said, ghosting. They could walk away very easily. They know they have, again, a decision. Decisions need to be made in this person's life. Okay? They want to move on to calmer waters. They want this deep down, is what I'm being told. Okay. For some of them, you know, they want to move on to calmer waters and, you know, maybe start back as friends with you. For some of them, if you do resonate with this person having third parties, possibly. And, you know, the thing is, if this person, if you do resonate with that, with this person, whoever this soulmate is, having third parties, you know, maybe trying to put you in a third party, something like that, and that's why you walked away. But maybe this person has been so living by the book, so living by other people's standards and not their own, that they are living a life that they don't want to live in. They're with possibly a person they don't want to be with, but they feel like they're stuck with them. And maybe that's why they go out and wind up being with third parties, because they are, you know, underlyingly, they're unhappy. You know, they are not living the way they feel like they should. So, you know, and the thing about the Three of Cups as well, it's possible that this person was a friend of yours, okay? Or you had a deep friendship with this person. You know, maybe, you know, things were hinted at being more than friends. It's possible for some of you, you know, it was, like I said, more platonic, and you thought or were hoping that it would turn into something else. But yeah, this could be someone that you had a friendship with, okay? Or at least you were starting out, you know, being friends. On the bottom of the deck, we've got the Eight of Wands. So yeah, again, we've got a message. We've got communication. This person, I feel, wants to communicate with you, okay? Like I said, you know, maybe they're trying to figure out how to leave this situation. Maybe they're figuring out how to be in their authentic self. Maybe they're trying to figure out how to manifest appropriately, because they see that you've done it. I feel like they're using you as a model almost. And they're, you know, if you're in separation, they're finding this out somehow. So they're either watching you online, on, you know, social media, if you have it. They're finding out info from mutual friends, coworkers, whatever, whatever means necessary. Okay. But yeah. All right. So as far as signs so far, we've got fire, we've got water, air. I don't see earth so far. Also Gemini energy with the Lovers. Okay. So Spirit, what can we expect from this person? I mean, other than them wanting to move on to calmer waters, and maybe, you know, wanting to rekindle a friendship here, you know, what can we expect from this person? What can the collective expect here from this person? All right. So it looks like this person might be ending things in their life. Okay. They might communicate an ending here. And it was due to burden. Okay. Or it may be, I'm feeling for a lot of you actually, that if an ending hasn't happened yet, they want to end things. They want to cut out what no longer serves them. Okay. I feel like this person, they could be, you know, the Ten of Swords, also could indicate like betrayal. Okay. So they could be, you know, maybe they were betrayed by whoever this other person is that's in their life. It could be they feel like betrayed by the universe. Okay. But this person, I feel, you know, like I said, if they haven't ended anything yet, I feel like maybe they want to start cutting things out of their life that they feel no longer serves them. Okay. I feel like they're doing that because they saw you do it again. And I feel like part of what they want to cut out of their life is burden. They want to release and cut out all of the burden in their life, because I feel like this person is extremely burdened, living by the book, not living authentically, and they're just not living the life that they want. Okay. This person, again, you know, we had the King of Swords that came out first. Now we've got the King of Wands. So this person, you know, I feel like, you know, they go back and forth here from being in this passionate energy, and then they, you know, turn around and then they're in this air energy where they overthink things, where, you know, maybe they're hot and cold because they can't decide. They need to make decisions. I don't feel like this person is comfortable making decisions. We've got 2 cards here about decisions, and, you know, and then we've got this hot and cold behavior as well. So you might resonate with this person being hot and cold. And I feel like it's because, you know, maybe they're in between 2 mindsets. You know, they want to leave this situation, but they don't want to let people down. They're afraid to make changes. Maybe changes in the past haven't benefited them, okay? And they are just nervous about it. But this person, you know, they are passionate. With the King of Wands, maybe passion has taken them down a road that did not serve them, okay? Again, if you do resonate with the third party situation, then yeah, I mean, it's very possible. Okay. This person, you know, maybe you work with this person. Okay. Could be a coworker of yours. So maybe this person will want to talk with you at work. Okay. Could also be that this person wants to work with you. Okay. So they want to work either, you know, like with you about this. They want to work on maybe your connection together with you. Like I said, it could also be that you two work together. So that might just be for some of you out there. Okay. But this person, they are looking at things, you know, in their life that were missed opportunities. And it's because they were living inauthentically, basically. Okay. I feel like your connection might have been one of those missed opportunities. But this person has had a lot of missed opportunities that they want to talk with you about. They want to make changes, but they don't know how. And because of their living inauthentically, like I said, they've had missed opportunities and a lot of heartbreak. Okay. One of the heartbreaks could have been with your situation, you know, between you and this person. You both could have been heartbroken because of this person's, you know, living inauthentically. Okay. But I feel like this person really does want to move things forward in their life. They want to progress. They want things, I feel like they do want things to change. Okay. On the bottom, we've got the Two of Wands. They're at a crossroads. They know they need to make a decision. So 3 cards now of decisions. We've got the Lovers, we've got the Two of Swords, and the Two of Wands. This person knows they need to make decisions. Okay. We've got the 10 of Swords, the 10 of Wands, 2 10s, 10 10. You might be seeing 10 10. You might also be seeing 2s, like 2 2 or 2 2 2. But, you know, this person knows they need to make some changes. They need to have some things end in their life. They need to make things change. Okay. And I feel like they're going to be reaching out to you possibly to ask for help with that. Whether you want to help them or not, you know, this person is a soulmate of yours. So, you know, that'll be your free will if you want to help this person or not. But like I said, they are planning on coming in and asking you for this help, or at least communicating what's going on in their life. And then maybe hoping that you would offer help. Okay. Let's see here. So I'm going to get some timing and see when this person might be coming in. As always, take timing with a grain of salt. All right. So I barely touched the deck. Soon came out. So this person is planning on coming soon to talk with you. Like I was saying with the timing, please take it with a grain of salt. Everybody's situation is different, and there's so many people watching these messages that for some people it could be at one point, some people it could be another. And things with tarot change constantly, so things could change, you know, minute by minute. 2 cards that talk about soon. Double confirmation that this person is going to be contacting you soon. Okay, let me see if one other card maybe wants to come out. All right, the other card is by winter. I am recording this in April, the beginning of April, actually. So winter just ended not too long ago. So, you know, that's a whole, you know, maybe what, 9 months from now or so. So for a lot of you, it will be soon, okay? Because we have double confirmation that, you know, this person is going to contact you soon. But for some of you, it could be as late as winter, which, you know, is several months away. Okay, so whenever this reading found you, it could be anytime between soon and, like I said, several months from now. All right, but this person is planning on contacting you. They are, you know, wanting to talk. And like I said, whether you want to help them or not will be up to you. Okay, but they are soulmate, and they are in your life for a reason. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to leave this reading here. I hope it resonated. If it did, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Until next time, take care. Namaste.